Two Visions, Two Legacies. Two Visions, Two Legacies is a project which investigates the history and significance of the Chamberlain Clock and the life of Joseph Chamberlain, who it is dedicated to. We are also exploring the life and legacy of Warrulan, an Aboriginal Australian who is buried in the Jewellery Quarter. The project focuses on telling balanced narratives about their lives and the legacy of the British Empire. We are making a short film which explores the lives and times of Warrulan and Joseph Chamberlain. We are conducting a survey to gather people's thoughts and opinions relating to these historical figures and of the British Empire, which they are both connected to. First, here's some information about the topics included in the survey. Britain, like other European powers, began to establish overseas colonies in the 16th century, and by the late 18th century had a large empire with colonies in India, the Americas, and the West Indies. During the 19th century, Britain colonized many other countries, including New Zealand, Australia, and large parts of Africa. A colony is a country or area under the full or partial political control of another country and occupied by settlers from that country. The British Empire was effectively ended in 1999 when Hong Kong returned to Chinese rule, but there are still some disputes about British occupation of those territories today. The Chamberlain Clock. Joseph Chamberlain was a British politician. He was a mayor of Birmingham from 1873 to 1876. After becoming an MP, Chamberlain served as a Secretary of State for the colonies during the Boer War and visited South Africa at the end of the war. The Chamberlain Clock was unveiled in 1904 to commemorate Chamberlain's visit to South Africa. Key Hill Cemetery is in the Jewellery Quarter, is where Joseph Chamberlain is buried. Born in Murundi in South Australia, Warrulan was the son of Thembury, who was an Aboriginal tribal elder and a guide for British colonial administrator Edward John Eyre. Eyre brought Warrulan to England in 1844 as an adolescent. He worked for Middlemore Saddles in Birmingham, but died of pneumonia, aged about 19 years. He was laid to rest in an unmarked public grave in Worston Lane Cemetery, common type of burial for working class people at the time.